Alright, let's go ahead and get started again with the weapon. We'll put another one inside the scene here. This time we're going to take a look at the properties of the item of the weapon. So we'll just scroll down here in our list. And when we get down to item, we have a handful of options for item on the weapon. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. This is going to define the weapon as an item. Now, I think we've said it before in other videos, but just to kind of recap, is that item is still not something that's universal yet. It will be eventually. But think of it basically as an item is going to be something a player type can pick up and use. It may be usable by a button push. It may be usable as a consumable, like a pickup, pickup item, like a coin. But in order to have it available to be picked up, you just want to make sure that is item is checked. If this is unchecked, the player could walk by and wouldn't be able to actually pick this weapon up until it becomes an item so that he can store it in his inventory if the player's inventory is turned on. Okay, so the other options here, we have several types of item type, everything from usable, wearable, consumable, and carryable. The only ones that are actually working right now is going to be the usable and wearable, and I think for the most part just focus on usable. The other ones will come in time, but this is going to be the one that allows you to actually pick an item up, store it in your inventory, cycle through it, drop it, actually be able to use it. The consumable is part of the pickup item, so if you had like a coin, it's going to be an instant consumable. That way it's just going to instantly get consumed. Eventually as well, it'll be one that you could choose a different type for, so you could say it's actually just a usable item or storable, where you can actually just carry it around and then drop it back around somewhere. Alright, so we're going to say usable for this one. The two types that they can actually be, there's a add and equip and add to inventory. So you can have one where you actually just add it. This is like the default right now, is where you add it and instantly just goes to your equipment, and if it's set for to be used first, then it'll just go straight to it. And then also the add to inventory just puts it right into your inventory, so it doesn't replace the items that you're currently using. Then you have a cost to carry, and the cost to carry is going to be how much does it cost to actually pick up the item. If it is too much, you may try to pick it up and nothing will happen. It's just simply going to pass it by until you actually have enough room in your inventory, or you get more inventory space available to you, to the player. Alright, so these are going to be the main parts for item setting it up in terms of making it usable for the player to actually use. We'll set this one down to 1 back again. But in case you've come just here the first time through, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and go to this so that you can actually see it working. I'm just going to go to a block and a player, and we'll place this one in the scene. Alright, and mainly we just want to make sure that you can see that with those settings, is item usable on pickup, and then instantly option for to make it active on the player. So at that point, then pushing the whether it's the shoot button on the joystick or enter control for the primary secondary fire, you would be able to use it that way. Alright, so that's going to be the basic part of it. If this is your first time using a weapon or an item type, remember you can cycle through. If you have multiple, you can cycle through with 1 and 2 on the keyboard. You can holster it with 3. You can go back to it with 1 and 2, and you can drop it with 4. Alright, so let's take a look one more time here. So say we go to this one, we'll just finish off with that one row that we were looking at there. So on this side, the other option that we had before, it was add to inventory. Alright, so if we add to inventory, and actually let's go ahead and put in one more weapon, that way we can actually cycle through and see it cycling here. So this is just going to be add to inventory. Oh, and then the option for that one may have been a pickup. There's an option in there for instant pickup and use, so that may be the reason why it does that one. Here, we'll check on this one here. So if I pick this one up, yeah, there's an option for instant use on weapon, so it's probably checked on there. Alright, So we'll take a look at that one too when we get to it. It's going to be a little bit ways into the properties for it. But the basic thing though, again, just kind of to point out, is that you have the item, you can make it an item. If it's not an item, the player will just walk right over it. If it is an item, then they'll be able to use it. We'll put that one on there here. So if we have is item turned off, and this one, there'll be another property that we'll change to make that work, and we'll do a video on it so you can see it. But if this one is turned off, then the player is going to walk over and try to pick it up, but nothing's going to happen because at this point it actually isn't an item, so he doesn't see it anymore. Alright, but he would still be able to pick up that one. Okay, so that's going to be our basic look on the item, turning an item on and making it usable for the player.